Welcome to Sister Circle. So excited to see you guys tonight. I'm a day late, but not a dollar short. I actually went this weekend to see my daughter in Kansas City, so it's like a state over from where I'm at. And I was able to watch her get fit in for her wedding dress, so I'm very excited. It was an awesome weekend, but I wasn't able to get the podcast done last night, so I'm doing it tonight. And I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. And again, I'm coming to you with some positive things. I'm listening to my Nina Simone in the background. But just some fun things that I do and also cost-effective things. So I'm going to show you something tonight that I found because I have 3 dogs, which they will be making an entrance maybe next weekend on my podcast. But my 3 dogs love ice cream. And so I found a way to make dog ice cream that is very inexpensive, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And then I'm going to show you a little bit of what I do with, I'm a big thrift store girl. I've talked to you guys about that before. Pardon me. So I always find Barbies that are just, they have no clothes on them. They just look completely disarray. Their hair's all messed up. So I go and I fix them and I create new clothes for them, and I'm going to show you kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to do a Halloween one that I'm starting tonight, so I'll show you kind of the beginning of that process. But first we're going to do the ice cream. So I'm going to show you here how I started, and I've got another cool thing is you can use like Schnucks, for instance, has bags of bananas on sale for $2, $1.99 actually. And so I get a lot of, because my sons also like to make a lot of smoothies, so we freeze these. But tonight we are making the dog ice cream, which is very cost effective. So right now we're going to put in, and I'm going to just make a small batch so I can show you guys real quick. But we're going to put in some bananas. So I'm going to break these apart, and we're just going to do 3 because we're just going to try to fill 1 tray for now. And what I'll do at the beginning of the week, I'll make 2 trays, and I got these off of Amazon actually. They were pretty cheap. They were $11 for both of them. So I make these at the beginning of the week, and then I have enough for them, 2 of my dogs, the big dogs. The baby doesn't get ice cream yet. But the 2 big dogs have enough for 4 days. So we're going to put these bananas in there, and then we're going to put some of this lovely peanut butter. We are making ice cream. And we're going to do a little bit more. Let's do a little more. I do love that peanut butter, so give them what they love, I say, as long as it's healthy. And then I get the plain yogurt, Greek yogurt or regular. You can use whichever. Greek is probably better, but right now we're going to use regular. And this has no flavoring in it, just plain yogurt, nothing extra. You can kind of see that. And then we're going to mix this all up. I don't have any extra fruit right now, but normally I would put some maybe blueberries in here, raspberries. Those are all nice little additions that you can top these with if you want to get kind of fancy, which I do sometimes. But if we're being time sensitive, it's just, this is the easiest, quickest way to get it done. So we've got the peanut butter, and then we did the yogurt and bananas. I did 3 bananas, and you can see I'm not using a lot of anything. And then I'm using some honey, just a little bit. We don't need too much sugar, but we're going to use some of it. And then we're going to get this going. It's going to get loud for a second, so I apologize. Oh, I'll help if I put it in the right way. Okay, so we're going to do this. Okay guys, we're actually going to add a little bit more yogurt. I need some more moisture in here. So we're going to add some more yogurt to get it to loosen up a bit. And you can have fun with this. I mean, the yogurt and the peanut butter are kind of the base for it. fun with it. Just make sure it's dog friendly. Always check and make sure what you're putting in anything is good for your dog. But it is fun to mix things up a bit and have fun. Strawberries, that's another super fun thing to do. Loud again, sorry guys. See what I want to see there. So I'm going to show you. And let me push this. Peanut butter didn't exactly get down in there. Usually I make a bigger batch, but we're just going to mix that in there. Get all that goodie for them. You know they love it. And I'm always making a mess when I'm cooking. It's just me. So I'm going to show you guys. These are the molds. We've got our dog ice cream right here. And I should have done one that's frozen already, but if you look back through my shorts videos, you'll see a couple where you can see the frozen, and a couple in there have the fancy treats and fruits mixed in on the top. But right now we're just going to keep it simple. And I think we actually, oh, there we go. Now we got a mess. See, told you, I'm always making a mess. Okay, hold on. We can solve this. We're going to push that into that one, and then off camera I'm going to finish and do that one. But you know, it's easy to make a mess, but it's easy to clean it up too. But just to show you, so we've got all our ingredients over here. We'll get the messy one out of the way, but I want you guys to kind of see this one. It's awesome, and then it freezes so perfect. After just a couple of hours, you just lift and pop them out. They just pop right out, little discs. And I was buying these for my dogs. I went to Walmart, Schnucks, Aldi, and they were pretty expensive for the puppy paw treats. So these are so inexpensive, and the dogs love them, absolutely love them. So that's something that I thought was fun and helpful. Again, kind of in the cooking vein, but not as much as the bread. But just something you can do if you have dogs. It's an easy, inexpensive thing. So that is something I wanted to share with you guys. Next, we're going to do some of my, I'm going to call it Barbie art. I call it sustainable, funky art. But I've got my hot glue gun charging here, guys. And I've got some glue in it. And so what I was going to show you with these Barbies, so I go ahead and make new clothes for them, and then like this lady, she didn't have anything, nothing, and so I've kind of created a costume for her. So what I'm going to do is a haunted house with a Mardi Gras theme. That's kind of what I'm going for here. And we've got a sorcerer's hat. These are all just fun things that I found at thrift shops, or things that I have in my basement that I just haven't used or sold at yard sales. So I'm trying to repurpose what I can. And then I turn these into kind of sculptures. I like to put lights in them, so that's something fun to do. But this is just an old picture that my daughter actually threw away, and I got it out of the trash. I do that a lot. Kidding, not trash, but I do other people's trash is often my treasure. So what I was going to show you guys, and I'll just set her here for now, but I'm going to go ahead and create a whole kind of, and she's very wobbly. Let me see, I think we can, I'm going to try to do this right now for you guys and see if we can get her to stick. But it takes some work and some finesse to get these things to come together. And I actually have a piece in a barber shop up in St. Louis. I did a pirate ship with a bunch of Barbies and an old pirate play toy, like Play School or something. And that was super fun. But I've got my glue sticks over here, always handy glue sticks. I've gotten kind of crafty with getting them in here. I won't show you. Sometimes I hold them with my mouth. That's all right. There we go. See? Just, you have to, sometimes my son is watching me. I go, okay, Mom. But I gotta get a lot of glue, and she's gonna be our fortune teller in our Mardi Gras haunted house. And this haunted house is going to take, honestly, it just depends, because with the dogs, I have a lot going on and work. But I'm hoping to get it done within the next 2 weeks. And I'm going to maybe set her right here. So I'm going to hold on. Let's see if she's going to stay. And sometimes, because it's the hot glue that I'm using, and you can use different kinds of glue if you want to. And sometimes, you know what? Look at this. I'm going to use this banana that I didn't use, and I'm going to use it to prop her up. And that gives the glue time to dry. But to show you, this is just something I got also at Goodwill, okay? And you can put batteries in it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is glue this in. So she's going to be my fortune teller. And then this is going to go in here, right here. And we're going to build the whole creation out of kind of this start, this base. And it's going to have lights inside there that are going to light up. And then I'm going to do some grass and just kind of creepy stuff in here. All from things that I have found very cheap, resale shops, things that I had from when my kids were young that I'm just reusing and repurposing. But making this art, and I'll tell you what, I have way too much art in my basement. So I need to find a way to maybe sell it, I'm not sure. But I have a ball making it, and when I was telling you about fun things and things that I want to do or show you, that I do, things like this, like the painting, like baking, making the dog ice cream. Even when I'm taking care of someone else, that often makes me happy. So taking care of the dogs or my family, cooking for them, and I love cooking, so I enjoy it. I don't love doing the dishes or the cleanup, so my husband does that. So I don't do that. But just finding ways in your life that you find special to you, because everybody has different things, and I've talked about that before. So what's fun for me is not necessarily going to be fun for you. You know, what's fun for my husband isn't always fun for me, or vice versa. But we find places together that we can do things, especially nature. Love nature and being outside. And then these are some more things that I wanted to share with you, and I'll do this weekly. So next week, I'm very excited. I'm just over the moon excited, because my daughter lives in Kansas. Like, we just got back from a road trip to visit her. But my 3 sons, and then one of my sons' his lady friend, is going to go with us to a haunted house. Well, I think it's 13 haunted houses all together, and I'm going to live stream that. So I hope you guys tune in. That's going to be next Saturday night, and I'll live stream that. And then on Sunday, we're having another podcast. And I'm going to do a little bit more with the artwork and some more cooking tips and just more things that I find that are relaxing. And I hope you guys, like I said, if you find anything here that helps you, that's awesome. And please, in the comments, share things that help you, because I can learn from that as well. So I appreciate it very much. Thank you. I'm going to clean up my mess and put that in the freezer for the dogs for this week. But I enjoyed having you guys tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. Have a good night.